Now let's move on to year two. Okay, so the rule of thumb is you try to recycle the formula from previous year as much as possible. So let's look at the formula here. Can we recycle the formula from year one for order quantity? Well, actually no, because in year one we know the initial inventory is 500, which is not the case for year two. So in year two, your remaining inventory is actually what is remaining from year one. So your order quantity is going to be your target inventory level, fix a reference, minus whatever you whatever remaining inventory you have at the end of year one, which is here. So that's your order quantity. Okay, so you'll notice that usually there's a difference between formula in year one or year two, period one or period two. Usually period one is a little bit special, okay? But year two or period two going forward, they are more similar. For demand, we need to simulate it, so give it a random number as a placeholder. And can we recycle this formula? Yes, actually we can. So we can just drag it down instead of typing it. What about sales quantity? Let's check out the formula. Sales quantity is the smaller of your demand versus your available inventory. Here in the year one, available inventory includes your initial inventory, which is not the case now. So we cannot really recycle it. Okay, so we need to type it. It's a smaller of your actual demand versus whatever your inventory is, which is order quantity plus whatever you remain from previous year. Okay, second year any inventory. Okay, so your sales quantity here. Ending inventory. Can we recycle the formula here? Well, again, this year one formula involves your initial inventory, which is not the case for year two. Okay, so we need to revise this formula a little bit. We can copy it, but now revise it instead of, okay, so your starting inventory is order quantity plus whatever you carry from the previous year. So second half any inventory in year one. Okay, like so. Next, second half order quantity. Okay, what is this? Well, this is beginning inventory in second half minus the first half any inventory. Can we copy this formula? Actually, yes, we can. We can, but just be careful, okay? I made a mistake. I didn't fix the reference to this cell. So the reference actually moves. So let me fix the reference here and copy it down. Okay. So you see they add up to 1100, so that's correct. Next, second half demand, I need to simulate it. Again, let me just give you a number as a placeholder. Turns out we can copy this formula. We can recycle the formula from year one. So I'm going to copy it down. Sales quantity. Okay, let's see year one sales quantity. Can we copy it? It involves, okay, so basically look at the smaller of second half demand and second half order quantity plus any inventory. If you think it carefully, you will realize, yes, we can actually copy this formula. Okay, it actually works correctly in year two. Okay, so that's good. Second half ending inventory. Can we reuse this formula? I'll leave it to you to think about it, but let me just tell you the answer. If you think it carefully, you'll realize yes, you can. Okay. And then finally, revenue, profit, etc. Okay, let me tell you, actually, if you take a careful look, you can actually use the same formula, so I can copy them. Here I need to simulate the unit cost. Let me give you a random number. I can copy this down, and can I copy this? Just double Okay, we'll copy it down. Now, total cost, it's just this times N6, which is second half order quantity. Okay, so turns out I can copy this formula. It works, so I'm going to drag it down. And then finally, profit. I can actually recycle the formula, so I'm just going to copy it. I'm doing it really quickly, but for you, you really need to work on one by one, work on them one by one to think about if you can recycle the formula in year one. Okay, so I just finished 2 years of simulation. You can start the process for year three, basically the same process. And just as an example, let me use those random numbers for year three onward, and I'm going to use another set of random numbers here. Okay, and let's say another set of random numbers over here. Okay, so these random numbers are chosen arbitrarily. Okay, arbitrarily, totally arbitrary. And I'm going, the reason is it doesn't really matter what they are right now, okay? They're static so that we can make sure we can conduct the simulation and double check if it works correctly. Okay, so you know what? If you keep doing that, you will very quickly realize from year three onward, the formulas are going to be the same. And these are all the same going forward, so you can just copy them, okay? And if you check it carefully again, you will find out from year three onward, it's all the same. And so is this part. And finally, okay, so this is kind of fast forward to 10 years of simulation. Finally, we can calculate the total profit over 10 years. Okay, fast forward here, okay. I'm creating total profit here. I'm going to record it over here, just sum of those 10 numbers. Okay, so this is basically the simulation model.